I get it now. I get it. Wow, these episodes have been doing this for the past 2 now. How about that? Hello again, fellow YouTubers. Solomon Pleasant back for another Breaking Bad episode review, and today we have Season 3, Episode 4, Green Light. So, this episode starts off with Jesse kinda selling some more of that famous blue meth that the show's known for, and he actually sells it right in front of a cop, and the cop apparently doesn't notice it, and I'm just thinking, that takes balls, good sir. That takes balls. Then we get Walter having an outburst because his wife just slept with his wife's boss, and that's not okay. Walt gets very upset about this. Saul kind of confronts him about that, and Walt kind of gets mad because Saul bugged his house. And then most of the episode just shows Walter looking depressed. Like, cancel. Sometimes this Xbox. Anyway, and the other part of the episode actually shows Jesse doing things, which we haven't seen for most of this season so far. And yeah, most of this episode is either depressing or it shows at least Jesse isn't depressing. Because he's trying to keep things going, you know, get back in the business, you know, make money and stuff, and he actually, I think, is starting to work with Gus, although they really don't fully touch on that, and everybody kind of wants Walt to get back into the business, and Walt just doesn't want to go, and I'm just with everyone where I'm like, hey, can you get back in the business so we can, you know, continue doing this, because it's been a while since any sort of meth cooking has gone on, and it's been kind of a dry spell. Yeah, most of the time Walt's in this episode, he's just depressed, which, yeah. And this episode ends with Walt at a stoplight, and some guy who gave Jesse his half for selling the meth and then gives the other half to Walt because they're still technically partners or something. I think Gus kind of wants them to get back together, kind of like everybody. And I'm just like, yeah, go Gus, or whoever that is. And then it shows a green light. I'm like, I get it. I get it. Trying to think what else was it. Because at some point this episode just kind of got dull, and I'm just like, oh my god. The other part of this episode shows Hank, and he really wants to get Heisenberg, and he's even willing to give up going to Texas for it, which, granted, I can understand, because last time we went to Texas, we had a mine turtle, and that was kind of big, and everybody was kind of a jerk to Hank there, so can understand why he doesn't want to go there. But everybody's just acting really depressed, and then there's like Walt Jr. is just like, hey, what's going on? Like Walt Jr. and Jesse are probably the only two characters that aren't depressed about something right now. That and Saul, but Saul's just the way he is. Yeah, I wish I had more, but there really wasn't much. It was just kind of there. Oh well. Maybe something interesting will happen in the next episode, which I'm going to hope on, because on the next episode we have Moss, so I'm going to really hope that means more stuff happens. I really hope so. Let's hope on it. Anyway, this has been Solomon Pleasant, signing off.